This is the morning weather briefing. This is for Wednesday, May 24th. I'm James Spann. Still some pesky light rain in spots across Alabama early this morning, but no doubt the trend is toward drier and warmer weather over the next several days as we approach the long Memorial Day weekend. Still got that major typhoon around Guam today. A lot to talk about. Let's go right to the upper air look. And it's a complex situation here. We have this upper low that's across the region. And on top of that, there's a stalled surface boundary over South Alabama. And the upper low is gradually moving away, but we still have some illegal rain across Alabama this morning. We call that illegal because this was not in the forecast. This thing has clearly been a bit of a mystery for the models and the forecasters, but you can see some light rain about 5 o'clock this morning south of Birmingham, south of Interstate 20. It's dry to the north and south of that band. And again, that should be shrinking up this morning as the upper low lifts away. In most places, most, not all, but most should be dry today with a partly sunny sky. Some spots are in the 50s early this morning. Look at Haleyville, 55, north of that stalled surface boundary. Coleman, 57, 54 for Aniana. Goodness, next time we see numbers like this will probably be in late September. Huntsville, 59, 60s elsewhere. Highs today, upper 70s, low 80s. Very quiet Wednesday morning across the nation. Here's a look at our severe weather risks later today. We have a marginal risk over the Florida Peninsula, a risk over West Texas up into eastern Colorado, and also a marginal risk from the northeastern part of Nevada up into parts of Montana. Tomorrow, a marginal risk over West Texas, East New Mexico, and the plains of Colorado. And on day 3, Friday, a marginal risk basically on the lee of the Rockies, all the way from near El Paso up into parts of eastern Montana. Here's a look at rain for the next 7 days, and just not a lot here. This is coming from NOAA's WPC, the Weather Prediction Center. And they're baffled, too, by that rain this morning. You can see we got the rain over central Alabama. This is showing really nothing for the next 7 days. So obviously we got some rain this morning. And we are going to mention isolated showers for the weekend, but you get the idea. The pattern clearly is shifting toward a drier one for those that need a stretch of dry weather. Tropics, the Atlantic Basin, quiet. We are a week away from the official beginning of the season. But this deal over in the Pacific, that's still nasty. This is Mawar, and this is a Category 4 typhoon with winds of 140 miles an hour. And the problem is it's just creeping along, moving the forward speed at 5 to 10 miles an hour. If you went through Hurricane Sally, you can appreciate what they're going through and understand this is considerably stronger than Sally. And again, it will finally begin to move away from Guam over the course of the next 12 to 18 hours. But again, you can see on that latest advisory, the circulation center is just north of the island. Top winds 140 miles an hour, moving northwest at 8. At one point, the movement was only 5 miles per hour. And again, this was the latest video. This was taken out there about 6 hours ago, and it's much worse than that. The family from Alabama, from Chilton County, that are sending us these videos, they sent a note saying it's really, really bad. Well after these videos were taken, this was before the worst of the typhoon arrived there on Guam, and this was taken from Anderson there, the military base. But again, a rough ride for our friends in Guam today. So around here, model fans, here we go, the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 4 o'clock. And again, that broad upper low is beginning to shift east. And we'll maintain the chance of a few showers, mainly for the southern half of the state today. North Alabama should be dry. Again, highs upper 70s and low 80s. This is the high-res HER, which has performed very poorly, I will say, with this system. So use this with caution, but this is valid this evening at 6 o'clock, and again, a fairly dry look. So tomorrow, there is good confidence a more meaningful push of dry air gets in here. The dew points come way down, And tomorrow should be a mostly sunny day with highs in the mid-80s. So let's go to Friday. And again, most of the state should be dry. There could be a few isolated showers near the Tennessee state line. Highs around 80. Now, for the weekend, there is a surface low east of the state over southern South Carolina. And in theory, the bulk of the rain should be east of here. We're going to mention isolated showers because that upper low kind of develops back in here. And it's going to be cooler this weekend. It looks like highs will stay under 80, well below average. But again, Saturday looks mostly dry, and Sunday looks mostly dry. But even though the models look dry, we will mention isolated showers. But by isolated, that means most places should be dry. And Memorial Day, same thing, a few isolated showers. High should be close to 80. Tuesday, not much change, and this is a week from today, Wednesday, May 31st, last day of meteorological spring. The main mid-latitude westerlies are up in Canada, and ridging beginning to build, but again, that still looks dry. Heat levels coming up will be up in the 80s, and we'll be probably close to 90 toward the end of next week. In fact, this is 10 days out. This is Friday, the 2nd of June. Got a really strong upper high sitting over the Dakotas and parts of southern Canada. But again, down here, kind of soupy air, typical warm, muggy. A few scattered showers and storms around. High should be fairly close to 90. This is rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble. One of the drier looks we've seen here for a while. And again, you can see the mean is under 1 inch between now and the 8th of June. You can see temperatures still below average through Sunday. In fact, the NBM showing upper 70s, and this is for Birmingham, Saturday and Sunday. But then we'll be up there close to 90 by the middle part of next week. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance in the house, this is for May 31st through June 6th. And if this works out, temperatures here would be a little above average. So, again, how about the rainbows yesterday? Ooh, boy, very nice. I was taken at Navarre Beach. That's gorgeous. A lot of folks catching those rainbows after a passing storm. And later, a very impressive sunset. Panama City Beach last night. And so many families are headed down that way. For a lot of folks, school is out today or tomorrow. And the things look quiet. Again, look, here's the deal. There's always the risk of a passing shower or storm just about every day in the summer. And sometimes you open up your app and it looks like it's just going to be a washout. That's not the case. We see no tropical trouble, no sign of any really widespread rain for the Gulf Coast, just kind of typical late May, early June weather for a while. We have notes on the blog, AlabamaWX.com. Headed down to Children's of Alabama this morning. Do a weather program for their patients, their families. It's Weather Wednesday. And don't forget, we have a book signing on Saturday at the Finley Center, right by the Hoover Met in Hoover. Now, this is during the SEC Baseball Championship, but you don't need a baseball ticket. No tickets needed at all. Parking is free. It's a pretty cool setup they've got there. It's fun. So if you're a weather weenie, come see us. That's probably going to be the last Birmingham Metro book signing for a while. So Hoover from noon until 2 at the Finley Center, right by the Hoover Met. And again, parking is free. There's no admission. You don't need a ticket to the SEC baseball tournament. We'll have all the books, the shirts, the weather nerd stuff there. So Saturday in Hoover, the Finley Center by the Hoover Met from noon until 2 o'clock. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.